Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology, and today I am going to tell you the story of Ashad Ekadashi, which is a widely celebrated festival in India. In this video, I will explain the significance of Ashad Ekadashi as well as the story behind celebrating this festival. Om Sri Krishnaya Namaha. Now, this festival falls on the 11th day of the Shukla Paksha in the month of Ashad. Generally, that is the month of July August. Now, what is Ekadashi? Eka means 1 and Dashi means 10. So, what is 10 plus 1? 10 plus 1 is 11. So, this festival is celebrated on the 11th day of Shukla Paksha in the month of Ashad. On this day, people worship Lord Vishnu in the form of Panduranga. There is a very famous temple of Pandurang in the Solapur district in Pandharpur. Now, the day of Ekadashi is also known as Dev Shayani Ekadashi. Why is this so? Because it is believed that Lord Vishnu goes into a yogic nidra or sleep on this day, and this sleep continues for 4 months. These 4 months are known as Chaturmas, during which the Lord is completely absorbed in a yogic nidra or a yogic sleep. Thus, Chatur means 4 and Mas means months. So, this period is of 4 months during which God goes to sleep. Okay, and sleep is nothing but Shayan. So, this is called as Dev Shayani Ekadashi. Now, during the Chaturmas, people take different types of vows. Generally, the vow is to abstain from something like a food item, okay, or to give up a bad habit. And it is said that if you fulfill this vow, Lord Vishnu becomes very happy and he blesses you with what you want. After the 4 months of slumber or yogic nidra, Lord Vishnu again wakes up, and the day he wakes up is known as Prabodhini Ekadashi, which again falls on the 11th day in the month of Kartik, that is around October or November. So now very soon Dakshinayan or the southern movement of the sun is going to start, and this is the period during which various type of austerities, various types of penances, various types of vows are taken which need to be fulfilled. So the Dev Shayani Ekadashi occurs during the period of Dakshinayan, that is the southern journey of the sun. Now this year 2020, the Ashad Ekadashi falls on 1st July 2020. Okay, on Ashad Ekadashi, generally people keep a complete fast. Okay, but if you cannot keep a fast, just remember one thing: do not eat rice, because Lord Krishna had told Yudhishthir that on the day of Ekadashi, the demon Kali, representing our Kali Yuga, he is allowed to reside in rice. Okay, therefore eating rice on this day increases the negativity within us. It can also destroy our health, and therefore on this day it is generally forbidden to eat rice. So as far as possible, do not eat rice on this day. You may eat fruits, you may eat other items, okay, but do not eat rice, do not eat non-veg on this day. If you really wish to fast, then do not eat anything, but if you cannot do that, just have fruits and milk on this day. Now let me quickly tell you the story behind Ashad Ekadashi. So several years ago, there was a person named Pundalik. Okay, Pundalik was not such a good man. Okay, he never used to treat his parents well. His parents spent everything they had on him, and they got him married to a woman. But after marriage, Pundalik wanted to get rid of his parents. So he pretended to take them on a Tirth Yatra to the 4 Dhams. Now, While going on this Tirth Yatra, as you can see in the picture, he was carrying his wife on his shoulders and he was pulling his parents by tying them with ropes, just as you drag a donkey by tying it with ropes. Now, as they traveled, Pundalik got very tired, so he decided to rest with his parents under a tree for some time. Now, Pundalik wanted to reach Kashi, but he did not know the way forward. So, after resting for some time, they decided to move ahead. So, Pundalik went ahead and he saw one small ashram, and in that ashram, there was a sage. So, he asked the sage, "What is the way to reach Kashi?" The sage said, "I don't know the way forward, but if you want, you can stay in my ashram for a day." Pundalik was already tired, and since he did not know the way ahead, he thought that it is best to stay in the sage's ashram. Now, in the sage's ashram, the sage's parents were also present, and Pundalik observed that the sage looked after his parents with extreme love and care. He used to press their feet, look after them very nicely, give them whatever they wanted. So Pundalik was laughing at the sage, thinking that why is the sage doing all this? They are anyway old and useless, so why is he looking after them? That night, Pundalik decided to go out of the ashram and stroll for some time. So the ashram was just near a river. Okay, and at night, when Pundalik was strolling near the river, he saw four beautiful ladies near the river. But when they saw Pundalik, they told Pundalik, "Don't come near us, you are such a dirty person. Don't come near us." Pundalik was completely stunned as to why the four ladies are asking him not to come near them. So Pundalik asked them who they are and why are they not allowing him to come near them. So they said that we are the four rivers, that is Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati and one more river. Okay, so we are the deities or the goddesses representing these rivers. People come to bathe in the rivers and destroy their sins. But you are such a sinful person that even if you bathe within the rivers, your sins will not get destroyed. Pundalik was stunned. What do you mean by this? He asked them. So the rivers told him that you are a very great sinner. But Pundalik asked, "What sin have I committed?" So the rivers told him that you want to get rid of your parents. You have not served your parents well in this life. And for a person who does not serve his parents well, who denies them their right to live happily, such a person cannot get moksha. All his sins cannot get destroyed just by having bath in a river or by visiting a pilgrimage center. This incident completely changed Pundalik. He decided that from now on he will treat his parents very well. He will not mistreat them. He will not trouble them. And he decided to return back to his village after taking them to Kashi. Now, after returning home, Pundalik was a completely changed man. He took great care of his parents. He used to press their feet, look after their needs, and serve them very nicely. Now, Narad Muni, the great devotee of Lord Vishnu, who had observed this incident, went and told this to Lord Krishna in Golok. Krishna was very much amazed by this change of behavior in Pundalik, and so he thought, I will go and visit Pundalik personally. So Krishna decided to go and visit him the next day. The next day, when Krishna visited Pundalik's house, Pundalik was busy pressing the feet of his parents and serving them. The Lord knocked on his door. Pundalik saw him, but he told Krishna that I am very busy serving my parents. Can you wait for some time? Krishna asked him, on what should I wait? So Pundalik threw a brick at Krishna and told Krishna to stand on that brick. Krishna happily agreed and stood on that brick. Now a brick in Marathi is known as wheat, okay, and to stand is known as ubha. So this form of Krishna which stood on the brick waiting for Pundalik is known as Vithoba, that is the god who stands on a brick. The place where this incident occurred is known as Pandharpur, and at that very place today there stands a great temple where Krishna is still standing on the brick, and this form of Krishna is known as Vithoba or Vitthal. Krishna then asked Pundalik that if he needs anything, wealth, fame, status, knowledge, but Pundalik said, I don't need anything. You just bless me that as long as my parents are alive, I should serve them unconditionally. Krishna was absolutely pleased with Pundalik, and thus Pundalik got moksha at the end of his natural life. So in Pandharpur, this festival is celebrated as Ashad Ekadashi. Okay, and in the year 2020, this festival comes tomorrow, that is on 1st July 2020. So on this day, the Varkaris or the devotees of Lord Vishnu, they sing different types of abhangs, songs, they go dancing to Pandharpur and finally take the blessings of Lord Vithoba. So this is the significance of Ashad Ekadashi. So friends, if you like this video, please mark it as liked on YouTube. Feel free to subscribe to our channel Kamath Astrology by clicking the subscribe link if you have not done so earlier. So whenever I add a new video, you will be automatically notified. Now my contact details are given in the next slide. To reach out to us, you can email us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com. You can also download our mobile application Kamath Astrology on Google Play Store or visit our website astroseva.tripod.com. So friends, thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you soon shortly with another video. Till then, take care. Have a nice time. Bye.